Clinton, Ryan, Adam 12. So good to see everybody today. Welcome to the mailbag. Who is having the best time of their lives? I don't know. I don't know who is, but I hope somebody is. Ooh, look at this. We got holidays. You can put up ornaments, candy canes. There's a Boxing Day for the 26th. Got Santa with a pineapple, gingerbread. Look at all this stuff. Happy holidays, everybody. What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Beach snowman? What do we like? What do we like? Don't use. That one says don't use, so I immediately used it. Kind of like the Boxing Day one, or maybe the candy frame. I don't know. $30 refund. Get it, Clinton. Get that bag. What's up, Laminar? I don't know. Maybe that's a bit much. Yeah. We'll just stick with the classics. Lots of things in the bag of mail. They call it a bag, but there's really just a text edit file. So, big day, because I believe since I started calling this office hours the mailbag, this is my first actual physical mail piece. Look at this cute doggy and cat. Or is that a bear? I can't tell. This came from Ron. Ron said, Merry Christmas, wishing you a holiday filled with warmth, laughter, and all the joy of the season. Thank you, Ron. Very lovely. If any of you, if you're like, wait, I sent a card to the DTNS mailing address at 11870 Santa Monica Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90025, Suite 106551. My P.O. box is very far from my house, so I don't go there. I try to go there once a month. Just went there like a week and a half ago, and I know I have more stuff there, so I will go pick it up, and I will try to make sure I get there before next week's mailbag, because next week's mailbag is the last one. That way, I'll make sure if anybody else sent me stuff that I can show it. But thank you, Ron. Been meaning to show this, and I kept forgetting. So, you know what I should do? I should put it up here. Yeah, Happy holidays, Ron. Merry Christmas. Can you even see that one? Yeah, you can see it. That looks pretty good, actually. How festive, says Philly Code Hound. All right, let's proceed with an email from David, who writes, oh, you know what? I have to prepare for David's. Let's see. How do I do this? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do multiple screen shares. All right, that's fair. We'll do that on the fly. David says, long-time listener since TivoCast. Remember that? And Buzz Out Loud days. If you don't know what he's talking about, I used to host a show for CNET that was delivered to TiVos. And it was basically just a bunch of videos from CNET from that week that I would introduce. And and Molly Wood sat down with the head of the thing and did an interview. And, oh, well, here's Bonnie Chaw reviewing a phone from LG. That kind of stuff. Anyway, long time ago. Hot chocolate in the DTNS holiday mug is perfect for a snowy day in New Jersey. And then he sent the picture to prove it. You can't say picture it didn't happen to David. And David, I apologize if you didn't want me to show you. But you look good. You look good at that wintry scene outside, and you got Glenn's holiday mug. It's looking good, David. I agree. Perfect for a snowy day in Jersey. Nobody in Jersey talks like that. I don't know why I said that. I apologize. But yeah, looking good. You're looking good too, David. Very festive. Very festive. Hey, Ambassador Domo. Hey, Zoe. Willie Scott. All right. Okay. That's David. New Jersey's in the deep freeze? Really? Okay. All right. Now we have another one. Another image to share. This is somebody doing their Pocketcast, I think. Is this Pocketcast? I can't quite tell. Who knew you'd fill both first and fifth in my Pocketcast recap? In fact, it is Pocketcast. Put me on the HD-Homerun owners list. As with many others, my use has fallen off dramatically compared to its Windows Media Center Edition era. Happy holidays to the whole DTNS crew. Semper Amplio, Eric. And yeah, this is Eric's top 5 podcasts. Daily Tech News Show, Security Now, Great Night, Scott Sigler, and DTNS Live. We made 2 of the top 5. That's great. Good company to be in. Steve Gibson. Steve Gibson, Brian and Justin, Scott Sigler. That's some good company right there. Very nice. Thank you, Eric. Hasn't been over 30 Fahrenheit for about a week. Wow. We've been, I almost hate to bring up weather when at this time of year when I live in Los Angeles, because there's inevitably a chorus of like, you don't know what cold is. In fact, I mentioned something on social media, and so I got that from somebody who lives in San Diego. You don't know what cold is. No, I don't. You're right. Fine. However, it has been doing 30-degree swings. This is the part of the year that gets me the most. Having grown up in a land of 4 seasons where it would be hot in the summer and cold in the winter, these days, they usually come November, December, January, maybe less January, but November, December, where you're like 42 degrees in the morning when I take Seven out for his walk, and then 72 degrees in the afternoon, or hotter. I think the other day was like 49 in the morning and then 81 in the afternoon. So it's just wild. That's all I'll say. I'm not complaining, because as soon as I complain, somebody's like, well, I'd be happy to have 81 afternoon, Bob, you, man. That's how they talk. But it is wild to be like, oh, I need a coat in the morning and I need shorts in the afternoon. Yeah, Amish Overlord says it's like that in Vegas too. It's country with a hot and cold side. It's the McDLT of weather places. And I get it, man. If it's been super cold like it's been in a lot of Ryan says that impersonation of me is spot on. Yeah, if you're living in a place where it's, negative 13 Fahrenheit like Clinton, I get it. You take it. That's why I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, it's wild to have that much of a temp swing. Stoic Man says Ontario gets like that as well. Philly Codehound says, I sound just like that. Well, thank you, Eric, for the for the top 5, for letting us know. That's very nice. All right. This is the big news. This is the headline news. This is why I titled this episode of Mailbag A Big Win for Patreon. Even on Substack, it says a big win for Patreon. This is from Tom, a.k.a. Tom Says Go Chiefs, whose PS says, despite this NFL season, I sighed just now and am still saying Go Chiefs. Well, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold just a darn minute. I have not been maintaining I've been watching too much hockey is what I'm trying to say. So I have not been following how these Chiefs are doing. What is with these Chiefs? Are they not the dominant that they are expected to be? Or is it like my wife with the Dodgers, they're not as far in front as they should be. Oh gosh, no. 6-8. Yikes. I apologize, Tom. Hey, at least you're better than the Raiders. All right. Tom says, underperforming and just got eliminated. Oh, Chiefs are out. Mahomes has ACL surgery. Wow. Parody, baby. Okay. Oh, there's even a playoff picture now. See, I'm so out of the loop on the NFL. I can tell you just how bad the Blues hockey season's going, though. Broncos and Rams have clinched already. Let's see. Vikings are eliminated. Chiefs. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not going to read all of these. Okay, where are the Packers at? I have several teams I'm interested in. My wife is a Raiders fan. I grew up Cardinals fan when they were in St. Louis, so I still have a soft spot for them. I also really liked the Vikings growing up. So I kind of keep an eye on all of those teams. But my brother and his husband, huge Packers fans. So I have to keep an eye on the Packers, and they're still in the hunt. 9-4-1, second in the NFC North. All right. I've actually watched Packers games this year. Just because I wanted to support my brother. Okay, anyway, that's your NFL update from a guy who doesn't follow the NFL on DTNS Mailbag. Ken Worf says, I've gone from my red Chiefs hat to my black Chiefs hat. Oh, like in mourning. Packers just lost their best defensive player. I know. Yes, Howard, we won't speak of what your Eagles did last weekend. Rams are doing well. I can't be a Rams fan, even though I live in LA, because my family in St. Louis would disown me. Yeah. Raiders were, sure. Go Eagles. Go. Good for you, Philly Code Hound. Okay. Rams and Broncos clinched though. Look at that. Maybe we'll have something for other people in the city to cheer for. My wife's a Raiders fan though. She's not anti-Rams per se, but she's like, And then the Chargers, she's just like, why are they here again? Like, she's just not against them. In fact, if she had to choose, she might choose the Raiders or the Chargers, I would guess. If she didn't have the Raiders, to cheer for, she might choose the Chargers over the Rams just because they're the underdog. But it's a little bit of a, Chargers, right. Why are they here again? Anyway, let's get to Tom's email. Sometime in the past year or two, I had grumbled because Patreon would not put the episode length in the podcast RSS feed. This was not a unique problem for DTNS, as I have another Patreon I support that had the same problem. I looked today and voila, Apple Podcast now tells me the length of the episodes from the Patreon feeds without having to start the episode. I'm doing my happy dance today, but if anyone else was quietly wanting this, wait no longer, as I confirmed it on the Mac and the iPad. Thanks for all you do. I know 2025 has meant breaking from the groove. Changing the show up means a lot how much you all show the love you put into it. Here's to a wonderful 2026. And to you too, Tom. Go get him. Get him next year, Chiefs. My barber's a big Chiefs fan, actually. So, cheers to 2026. Oak Raider says my wife is the smartest person in the house. You're right for many reasons. So many reasons, but not least of them that. Yeah. Is that vodka? Can you imagine? Big old pint glass full of vodka? Not yet. Maybe next week. We got one more of these mailbags before the holidays. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're finishing up with a live show Wednesday morning at 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to catch the last live show of the year, it will not be on Thursday because Christmas is on Thursday. It'll be on Christmas Eve, 1 p.m. Eastern. So come on down, enjoy the show for our last big soiree. And then we'll be back January 2nd to actually celebrate our 12th anniversary and do our CES preview for 2026. It'll be our first show of 2026, and it will also be live. They'll all also be on demand and all that. Actually, that's something to explain to patrons. If you are a patron, the holiday shows are going to go in the DTNS feed, or if you get all, you'll get them, right? But if you're a patron and you're only getting DTNS live, you might want to try getting the DTNS feed to get the holiday episodes, or look at the Patreon app or something like that. I think most everybody gets the DTNS feed or gets the all feed, which includes it. But just something to know, because we don't want to double post. If we post on Patreon to the DTNS live feed and the DTNS feed, then everybody gets two in the all feed, and that's annoying, right? So we don't do it there. We will post the audio shows into the public feeds if you're a free user. So you might get two that way, but there's no all feed there, so we can't really avoid it. Anyway, that's what I decided to do. If you're mad about it, blame me. But we're going to put the holiday episodes in the ad-supported feeds for both DTNS Live and DTNS, but only in the DTNS feeds on Patreon and Substack. Does that make sense? No? Yes? Maybe? I don't care. Just tell me when they show up. That kind of thing. Yeah. All right. Anyway, Tom says go Chiefs and continues to say go Chiefs. And I say go Tom. And I'm not talking about myself. Thank you, Willie Scott. It might be easier to add another feed of the regular feed rather than changing their Patreon feed. Yeah. I think we have too many feeds as it is. If we put it in the bonus feed, not everybody wants the bonus shows, but they do want these shows. And they're not really, they're kind of bonus shows, but anyway, that's what we're going to do. There's no permanently satisfactory answer for that kind of stuff. Very excited that we have a physical, right there, a physical mailbag today. That's very exciting. Very cool. All right. What else is on? Oh, not you on their podcast app. Right. Yes. Got it. Feed me Seymour. Feed sounds like it should involve a bacon sandwich or something. You know what I made this weekend, Zoe? I don't think I took a picture of it. I made a bacon scramble. So we had about 5 slices of bacon that we needed to cook before they went bad. So I just cooked up the bacon in an iron skillet till it was, and I used scissors to cut the bacon so it cooked a little faster, and then got it into bite-sized pieces, drained off some of the bacon grease, but importantly, not all of the bacon grease, and then put in onions, red bell pepper. Did I put in anything else? I think it was onions and red bell pepper. Then 6 eggs and just made a bacon scramble. I put in some Havarti cheese towards the end as well. And just made up a good old bacon scramble with hash browns. No toast, just hash browns. Scissors. You should have a pair of kitchen scissors if you don't already. And I highly recommend the ones they use in Korea because they're big and they're easy. They're basically like tongs, but then you can cut things with them. It was for me and Eileen. So 3 eggs apiece. And it turned out well. I put it, so it's I feel like I'm missing an ingredient. I had onion, red bell pepper, garlic. That's not the one I was missing though. Salt and pepper, cheese. Yes, Eileen did enjoy it. She said she enjoyed it. I don't know. She's painting her office. It's been very busy. She's been painting the office over there. It was a lot. It's a lot of work. I helped her out as much as I could yesterday, doing putting up painter's tape and stuff. And she did all the primer yesterday. It was great. Looking good. So yeah, next time you see her office in one of her TikToks or Instagram or live on Daily Music, we're doing a live Daily Music Headlines thing on the Daily Music Headlines channel tomorrow, Wednesday the 17th at 6 Eastern. 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern. So it'll be Hammond, Ibbett, Eileen, Amos, and me chatting about our music of the year. Okay, kind of looking back on the year. There were no tomatoes. Thank you, Ambassador Domo. There weren't any mushrooms, or I would have put them in. Love. There was also love. Thank you, E.C. Thomas. Yes, love and tomatoes. Tomatoes are the ones I put in. I knew it was something I put in towards the end because I didn't want to overcook it. So it was the cheese was the last thing to go in because it melts pretty fast. Tomatoes. Yeah. We were out of mushrooms, but we weren't out of love. You know what I'm saying? Whole love or skim love. 2%. 2% fat love. I got a matcha tea this weekend, and they asked me what kind of milk, and I said regular milk, and they sort of looked at me like, "Do you know what you're doing, man, old man? Regular milk. That could kill a man." That sounds dirty. Roger Chang just told me he would do something for work when he got home from watching two guys suck his wells clean. He's fixing a sewer problem with one of the properties he owns, but wow, the phrasing, I'll tell you that. Like from a cow? Weirdo. Regular milk. Regular milk. Why not challenge your stomach to a fight? Oh yeah, we have you use plain non-Greek yogurt. We only ever have Greek yogurt around, actually. But yeah, I could use Greek yogurt in the scramble. That'd be good, but not in my latte. I wouldn't use Greek yogurt. Well, as an additive, but not as the base. I had to explain to someone at the brunch place I was in at Arvada what a breve was. Explain to us what a breve is, Ryan. It means short. Don't you mean cow's milk? Yeah, no, I think that's what it was, is that everybody orders almond milk, soy milk. And so when I was like, just regular milk, they were like cow milk? Really? Latte made with half and half is a breve. Oh, well, see, that's easy to explain. I think I put half and half. No, I put heavy cream in the eggs. Just a little, not a lot. Just to give them a little body. Coconut milk. We have coconut milk in the fridge, GPEG. Yeah, coconut milk is good. They that matcha place makes a coconut milk matcha cocktail. And when I say cocktail, it's not alcoholic. It's got some other flavorings in it. It's pretty good. You use a tablespoon of water in eggs to give them fluff. I usually do that when I microwave eggs. I don't know if any of you microwave eggs. It's a good way to have a fast, easy scramble that's cylindrical. So you put an egg or two in a coffee mug, microwave safe coffee mug, a little salt and pepper, maybe even a little cheese, and a tablespoon of water. Stir, 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 whip, whip, whip. Get a little froth going, stick it in the microwave for like 20, 40 seconds, somewhere in there. And it just puffs up. You got scrambled eggs. Instant. Like that. It's crazy. And you could even slice them into medallions if you want, because they take the shape of the coffee mug. They're so good. I mean, it just tastes like eggs. It's like scrambled eggs. Oh, Ken Wharf recommending A2 milk products if you have a hard time processing milk. It's normal milk, but safe for people with lactose intolerance. Gordon Ramsay is so angry with me right now. It's just another way to make eggs. Why would you be angry? Yeah, microwave for scrambled eggs. I learned this trick in like 1985 when my mom got a microwave for Christmas. And it was one of the things in the beginning of the cookbook that came with it. Of like, you could make eggs. And I'm like, that's amazing. I've been doing it ever since. It's skip the stir and whip and froth and you get a McMuffin, microwave poached egg. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I just use a fork to stir it up. But if you didn't, yeah. Weird eggs. They're called weird eggs. So many people are saying. Oh, you can use butter, yeah, instead of water. Or you can use milk instead of water. Mayo. I haven't tried mayo. That's an interesting idea. I might try that. A little mayo in there. What's my favorite fancy breakfast during the holiday season? I'm a pretty simple breakfast person. I do like waffles. That matcha place actually makes matcha waffles. I do like waffles if I'm going out to eat, but I almost always just want eggs. I want eggs and bacon and sausage, both if possible. Toast, good toast with butter. Like if I'm like normally what I eat for breakfast is overnight oats with Greek yogurt and blueberries. It's good and good for me. Bananas. So when I'm treating myself, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going eggs, bacon, hash browns. I like the hash browns that are all finely chopped too. Home fries are fine. I don't turn up my nose at them, but if I've got the choice, I'm going with the shredded hash browns. If I can get a grilled tomato, usually that's only if I'm going to a pub with the full English. But every once in a while you can get it. You can get it with a non-English, like a typical American breakfast. I like that too. Mushrooms are good in the morning too. If I'm going to borrow some stuff. Duck eggs are supposed to be really good for baking. Huh. Weird eggs are a Scott thing. Oh, he calls them weird eggs. Okay. Chef Jose Andres popularized adding mayo to microwave eggs. I'm definitely going to try that. I won't tell Justin that I'm using mayonnaise. And whereas Amish Overlord is, you should invite Justin over. The Reagan Scramble. Ha, I get it. Okay, the matcha place, KT Data, is in Studio City. Studio City, get a rope. Bill backs us up on kitchen scissors, by the way. Hey, Cappy. Hey, Matthew Lee. Hey, TV's Travis. Good to see everybody in all the various places. I'm going to find that matcha cafe so everybody can go if they want. It is really cool. It's smaller than you think, but it looks like a diner. There it is. Cafe Matcha. Look at the green tea matcha waffles. See, it looks like it's basically a diner, and they have like waffles and toast and pie and like fancy matcha desserts and shakes and drinks. It's really nice place. But yeah, let's see. How do I get back to where it is? There it is. It is at Laurel Canyon Boulevard in Ventura in the Valley. There you go. Stack of pancakes. You know, I'm okay with pancakes. I'm never really craving pancakes all that much. We make them from time to time. We have pancake mix. Mac and cheese with tuna and salsa. That sounds good. We just had tamales from the tamale lady. One of the great cultural advantages to living where I live is the proliferation of talented tamale people selling tamales at a bargain price. They're huge. They're delicious. They give you actual hot salsa. Have you ever had a latke? You mean the guy from Taxi? Yes, I've had a latke. Latkes are good. Oh, Kodiak pancakes. Good reminder, E.C. Thomason. Scott Johnson gave me a waffle maker and Kodiak waffle powder one year. It was really nice. I got a loaf of bacon, egg, and cheese bread this weekend that toasts up crisp and tasty. That's nice. Oatmeal with dried fruits. See, that's a healthy and tasty breakfast. I try to eat that most of the time. Sorry for making you hungry, Willie Scott. DTNS, I mean, even when I'm alone, DTNS turns into food talk. But y'all seem to be into it. Yeah, see, Bill, I'm with Bill. I'm more of a waffle guy. French toast. I don't eat enough French toast. The Stoic man corrected me. Tamale people are called tamaliers. What makes it Kodiak is that the brand name is Kodiak. That's like asking what makes a camera Kodak. Get it? What was it you who told me LA was the place the French dip sandwich was invented? That was some info the convention used recently. It might have been me if I was like looking it up on a stream. Despite its name, the French dip sandwich originated in Los Angeles, California, claimed by both Philippe's and Cole's as the birthplace. I think other people claim it too. Food and weather. Yeah, we talked about it being hot. Now we're talking about food. Food talk is good talk. We all eat. Name one person you know who never has eaten in their entire life. And I'll show you someone who's no longer around. Or is a very small baby. Jingle Jingle Treat Mix. You mean for dogs? Amish Overload? Oh, I've almost eaten the entire thing. Willie Scott bringing the world together. My thoughts on pancakes and waffles. Why not both? French toast waffles. Now we're talking, Ambassador Domo. French toast waffle pancakes. Waffle mix and pancake mix are the same thing, basically. It's how you make them. You don't want a Kodiak moment. Depends on what you mean by that. If you mean a moment where you're tasting a Kodiak pancake and you're like, delicious. Ryan says, I can't bear it. That Kodiak mix is high protein, low carb. Okay. Fried chicken and waffle. So good. I haven't had fried chicken and waffles in a minute. It might have, yeah. I try to keep a steady supply in my system. I don't want to go too long. Jingle jangle, stupid autocorrect. It was funnier to think you were buying the dog treats, Amish Overload, and that they were just delicious. A lot of dog treats are human grade. I've actually eaten a cream-filled cookie that was meant for dogs because I was like, I think this is just a cream-filled cookie. And I tasted it. I'm like, it is pretty much just a cream-filled cookie. Oh, if you've never had chicken with waffles, Willie Scott, we have to fix that. Maybe at Nerdtacular or something. Oh, the Plaza in Las Vegas does chicken and waffles. Nice. We could do it in Las Vegas. My favorite chicken and waffles place. Boy, it's hard for me to pick. There were two in Oakland. Oakland was the place where I learned to love chicken and waffles. There was Brown Sugar Kitchen, which did incredible waffles and incredible chicken. But there was this diner down the street from me that also did really good chicken and waffles. And when we started going to the diner, they had fried chicken on the menu and they had waffles. And people just started hey, could I get those together? And they were like, oh yeah. And then the menu at one point was like, you could add, waffles were an add-on to the chicken order. For $2 more, you can add waffles. And then eventually they gave in and were like, no, we've got chicken and waffles. That is the thing on the menu. The Plaza also does avocado toast well, says Zoe. Yeah, chicken and waffles, a little syrup gets on the chicken grease gets on the waffle. It's the way to eat. We should change this from mailbag to feedbag, don't you think? I did not spend any time eating at that breakfast place in the lobby for TMS Vegas because I was so busy doing DTNS stuff in the mornings that I would just run down to the ABC store there on Fremont Street and grab something for breakfast and eat it. Getting close to dinner time Eastern, 4:30. And, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I've started listening to some Christmas music very carefully. I am 16 days into Whamageddon. So you went to that specific one on Black Friday, KT Data, the ABC store in Fremont? I mean, yeah, I have eaten at that restaurant in the plaza, but the portions are so big and it takes a while to get the food. So when I'm running, Willie Scott lost Wham again yesterday. Congrats, Willie Scott. Yeah, my lunch was a salad and splitting 2 tamales with Eileen. She got the tamales at the tamale truck nearby. Oh, you were in Vegas for a wedding. Very nice. I have listened to Wonderful Christmas Time, Stoic Squirrel. I was listening to some Michael Bublé yesterday on YouTube. Real Bill says, I lose Whamageddon every year, but that's because I watched that Emilia Clarke Christmas movie last Christmas. Yeah, it's kind of hard to avoid. Everybody loses Whamageddon every year. The fun is how you lose. Came on in a store. I love the comparison of Paul McCartney, who's simply having a wonderful Christmas time, and John Lennon. So this is Christmas. What have you done? It's a good contrasting personality test. Which one do you like? Or do you prefer Ringo's Christmas song? Did Ringo have a Christmas? Did George Harrison have a Christmas song? Did George Harrison have a Christmas song? It's called Ding Dong Ding Dong, released in 1974. It did not become a massive classic like Happy Christmas or Wonderful Christmas Time. Ding Dong Ding Dong. I might have to listen to that later. Ringo Starr did I Want to Be Santa Claus in 1999. Yeah, okay. Of course. Because he is basically Santa Claus. 12th studio album. Covers don't count. That's right. Were they playing? You were at a Korean restaurant. I'm curious if they were playing Yoonjin from Le Seraphim's cover of Last Christmas or if it was some other cover. I Want to Be Santa Claus is an unfortunate name, or Ding Dong Ding Dong, which seems like more of an unfortunate name. Yep. Good mailbag today, folks. This has been super fun. Good to see Lord Mulgar out there. Oh, you have these same thermal detonators? Yeah. This one is empty. This one is empty. We drank this one. This one is still filled with Coke. And it is collapsing. I just noticed. Probably because it has lost carbonation. So I don't know what to do about that. Should I drain the Coke? This one's doing fine. Sorry, audio listeners, I'm rearranging something. For collecting, they recommend draining. Yeah. I probably shouldn't drink it. It's, I think, 5 years old at this point. If you did the top artist that didn't do a Christmas song, would that artist include a pop artist? What is the most popular musician who has never done a Christmas song? And it's Cat Stevens. While it's hard to name the single, Bruno Mars, Billie Eilish, Janet Jackson, Dua Lipa, and the Rolling Stones, none of whom have done a Christmas song. This article says, Bruno Mars may just not be in the holiday spirit. Oh, that soda's flat. Yeah, no doubt about that. Carbonation is long gone. What a waste of money. I didn't drink that Coke. Would you like to see me pour it out? I don't have a proper receptacle. Should we do it? Should we do it live? I could use my my new Harry Potter Boar's Head Ale. I feel like we need a proper camera on it, though. Yeah. Let's do it. I can do a second camera, right? Oh, that's a good shot, actually. There we go. All right. I come at it from this side. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah. For the opening, I should do this. ASMR. You ready? Are you ready? That is the most silent open I ever thought. There's no carbonation in there. Oh. Some spilled out after because I shook it, I think. All right. It smells like Coke. Barely has any bubbles. Clinton said, "Don't drink it." And my immediate thought was to take a sip just because you said that. I have no plans to drink it. It probably is at this point mostly corn syrup. It really does smell like Coke, though. Like, it doesn't smell bad or spoiled or anything. It just smells like Coke. All right. Well, thanks. Just kidding. Yeah, there's nothing growing in it. It was well sealed. This has not popped back, though. Oh. There we go. Oh, this one's really well dented. It does not want to give. I'll wash this later, I promise. Rinse it out before I put it back there. Ooh. That is that is the amount of liquid that it was in this. It's very, very odd. Yeah, let's see. Does it have the contains carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, and caffeine. Oh, you think I could pop it back? I'm gonna wipe that off. Nope, it's not budging. Nope. Can't pop it back. I could feel the air just going right back into my own brain. 160 calories gone to waste. Bring the bottle with you to the ER just so they know. Yeah, actually filling it with water might do it. You're right, Ambassador Domo. All right. It is a Chinese finger trap, isn't it? Or some brand of finger trap. I think that's just been dented for so long. It just doesn't want to pop back out. All right. Well, there you go. That was what was inside the ancient Coke thermal detonator bottle, and it is now safely preserved. I am going to jump out of here. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out today. It was very good to see you all. I think, yes, Lord Mulgar, at least it didn't pour out lumpy. I think we have a lot of good stuff coming up. Let me see. So Cord Killers is coming up at 5:30 Eastern on the Modern Rogue channel or the Night Attack Twitch channel, either one. So come and watch us there in a couple of hours, or I guess just about an hour. And then tomorrow, It's a Thing at 3 Eastern. We'll be live on the It's a Thing channel, Daily Music Headlines, live at 6 on the Daily Music Headlines channel. So if you haven't subscribed to the Daily Music Headlines YouTube channel, go check that out. DTNS Live, the last Thursday live of the year, is on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern with David Spark, and we might have Ron Richards joining us as well. I haven't confirmed that yet. And then the Friday Hangout is this Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. It'll probably just be whoever shows up. I didn't add anybody to this Friday. It'll be the last Friday Hangout. And then next week, It's a Thing streaming on Monday at 2 Eastern. And Cord Killers, again, we'll be doing the Killies next week. And then the final live stream at 10, 11, 12, 1 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, the 24th. That's the upcoming schedule. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye. I'm just